Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Today is card day, and we are making a window card. It actually has window sheet in here. It's just not an open card like a lot of window cards. I just used a window sheet in here. But this is using a new bundle. This is an online exclusive bundle, and you can only get this online. So if you go to my shop, look up online exclusives, you can search it, and all the online exclusives will come. This is something new that Stampin' Up! Is doing. They are putting just online exclusive stamp sets and bundles and dies and punches, and you can grab those. Go check it out because there's a lot of good stuff on there. And this little adorable stamp set is the one I'm using. It's called Rhino Ready. So this is it right here, and it comes with the dies. You save 10% as usual. For those of you who are new, on bundles that have either punches and stamp sets or stamp sets and dies, they are 10% off if you get them together. So this is so cute because you can use it for birthday, for just a friend, just an encouragement card, anything like that. I'm using this little guy right here this time, and I'm using the sentiment, you're stronger than you think, and hello friend, because it is going to a friend. And then I am using the layering circles and the stylish shapes. You can just use the layering circles, but I wanted the stitching around the front, so I'm using the layering, they're stylish shapes for that, because these all have stitching around them. I did some of the pre-cutting on here because you need 5 of these little grass pieces. So I already cut those out except for one of them where I'll show you how I colored it, which is super simple. So I have 4 here. I'm going to do one more for you. And I cut out these little leaves, this one and the larger one, out of Old Olive. And that is for these bottom pieces. We're going to do the little bird. He's so cute down at the bottom here. And then when you open it, I added, this is the 5th piece, I just cut it, and it says you're stronger than you think, and it's got the little circle with the little rhino on it. And yes, this has the window sheet. It is a little reflective. It's hard to see window sheets, even when I do 3D and use window sheets. The glare of the camera and the lights and stuff always show on it. I did put a little moon up here, but I think I'm leaving it off on the next one because I think I'm going to like it better without it. And you could put any of the little rhinos on here. They're all will fit on that little circle. So it's just really sweet. So this is what I'm sharing today. So there is a little technique to this. So you are going to need a 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score it at 5 1/2. We're going to use it side folding this time. And then you need another piece. It's 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the inside here. When we put the window in, you want to hide the window sheet. And so that's what we're using for that. Our window sheet is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And I think those are all the pieces. We're going to go ahead and stamp first. So I'm going to stamp one of the leaves, not the leaves, one of the grass here. We're going to stamp the little bird. So I'm going to put the grass there. We'll do the little bird. He's so stinking cute. You can cut out 2 of these, by the way. We have 2 dies for the little bird. And then I'm going to use this little rhino right here. The same rhino I used in the first one. And we'll put him right there. And we can do the sentiment at the same time. I didn't grab the piece, but I'll use this piece right here for the front sentiment, and then we'll just do the inside one later. So it just says, hello friend. I'm going to just cut that. And it is about, it's not even a 1/2 inch wide. I'm just cutting it like close to the letters like I do a lot of times, and we're going to use that hello friend. And let's see, let me see if I can straighten that out just a hair. Okay, I think that's okay. All right, so there's our sentiment. So we have that all ready. What I'm using to color this is I have some gray granite and some smoky slate. So I have both because I need a little bit of a darker color. And then I'm using the light Tahitian Tide for the little bird. Let's go ahead and color him first. He's super quick and easy. And if you don't care about the coloring, you can skip on through right now, because I know some of you don't care about the coloring, but I think most of you like to watch it. I'm going to go ahead and bring you in a little bit just to show you when I'm coloring. I know sometimes my hands get in the way, but I apologize for that because it's hard to color them. I'm not going to use this one. Let's see, this one is smoky slate. I got to keep these separate so I can remember what I'm using here. Okay. This one we're going to use, this is the dark smoky slate. No, this is the dark gray granite. I'm just going to do some dark of this, and then I'm going to even go darker in some areas. And like I always claim, I am not a professional coloring person, but I love to color. And then we're going to use the light to color him in. I had to look again because it almost looked dark. Darker than the first one I used. We're just going to color him all in, and then I'm going to shade it some with the smoky slate. And you can make him as light or dark as you want, or I'm just doing some basic coloring here. So that's our base for him. I'm going to use the dark smoky slate. We're going to do his little toes, his tail hair. And then I'm going to go underneath here. On these little lines that he has here. And then I'm going to go around here too. We're going to color his little horn too. We're going to color that the dark, but I'm going to blend this all in first. I like to try to blend right away so it doesn't leave any lines or anything. I think that's it, and then we're going to just use the dark for his little horn here. And that's all I'm going to do on him. Now the grass, I am using Old Olive, and I'm just using the light and dark. This is really, really quick coloring, y'all, and I'm just going to do the light on it all first, and I'm just going to do some minor shading on them just to give it a little bit of different, not just a plain Old Olive color. That's what I love these points on here for. When they go away, because sometimes I really use them hard and the points will go away and wear out. But it's time to renew when it happens, but I just can't give them up, and I continue to use them even when they wear down. All right, so that is all of it. We have dies to cut out all of these. We have dies to cut out the grass. Have the little bird right here. Like I said, you can cut two little birds out if you want to cut those out together. And then this is for our little rhino here. He's so cute. And I'm going to run these all through the cut and emboss, and I'll be right back with that. Okay, so there's the grass, our little rhino right here, and the bird. So those are all ready to go. I'm going to zoom back out. All right, and then we are going to go ahead and do the card. I'll show you how to do this card. All right, so you need your window sheet. You need this extra piece, which I am going to grab my removable adhesive, and I'm just going to put some on here just to hold it in place. You want to set it on this side, and you want to center it in the middle there. It's just going to hold it together while we run our die through. Now I'm using a larger die for the inside piece, and I'm going to use this one for our outside. That's the stitched one. And actually what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and blend this with my blending brush and get the outside done first, and then we'll run it through. So I'm going to use Coastal Cabana on here. It's just easier to do this part first. And I'm just going to do it really lightly. Be real careful with these. They blend really well. These brushes are really nice. They're real dense here. But if you go too hard, you're going to get like it's not going to be blended well. You're going to get like a darker spot, or it's just not going to look really good. There's something on here that's what grabbed that. And I'm just going to do it really lightly. I'm not going to go crazy with this. I just wanted it to look like a sky. So that's all I'm going to do for that, and then we'll run it through. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to grab my little tape here, and I'm going to center that. And you're going to want to run this through, and it'll cut through both pieces, your inside piece and outside piece. I'm going to just go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll be back with it. And I am going to also run a piece with the basic white through for this one. Okay, so I ran that one through, and then this larger one here is going to be for the inside. And this one we're going to remove. You can also do the sky part. You can do that after, but it always collects in the little stitching part, so that's why I wanted to do it ahead of time. All right, so we're going to remove this piece right here now. Be real careful removing that, but I'm going to first, I forgot to do this, I'm going to just mark a little T here and a little T here to make sure I put these back exactly the way I cut it. So that is the top there. And you can take off your removable adhesive now. And we are not going to do anything with this until we get all our other pieces ready to go. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. This is our inside piece. I'm going to also use some Coastal Cabana on here for a little sky. And let's get this out of the way so I can... So I'm going to just do over the whole part here. And again, I'm not going to do a ton. All right, that's it. Now to get this centered in here, I just close it and I do a little trace around there, and then I know this will fit over the top. I'm going to use wet glue when I adhere this. First we're going to put our little rhino on here, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal to put him on. And we're going to just set him right in the center. And I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to cut it down the center here. And I'm going to use one on each side here, but I'm not going to put that on yet because I want to be able to see where to put it. So we're going to put him on, and we're going to use wet glue. I didn't order my other glue, so I'm using this Tombow, which I love the Tombow glue, but like I said, it gets on my fingers and it gets so sticky, and then it drives me crazy. I don't like working with sticky fingers. So I'm going to put that on here and make sure he's right in the window there. So you can adjust it. That's why I use wet glue on here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put this. I think I'll use wet glue for these too. You're going to do one on one side here. And I want to make sure it shows in the window. And then one on the other side. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the sentiment with Memento Black on the inside. This is just an encouragement card for a friend. So I'm just going to put that down on the bottom. And we're ready to work on our front piece. Let's go ahead now and put our window sheet in. On the window sheet, I like to use my Stampin' Seal Plus on here, or wet glue works really well. And you're just going to put it on here. You're not going to see this. That's why we cut that extra piece. So you're going to put your window in there now. And then we have the extra piece right here. And this is my T where I marked it. So when you put it back on here, it should fit just perfectly. So let's use that. Come on. And then let's see, I want to make sure I have my T right. Set that down there. And then there you have your window right there. It's really cute with the window in it. All right, now we're going to add our other pieces. We are going to add our grass here, our little leaves, our sentiment, and our little bird. All right, so I'm going to go ahead again, and because I need to move this, so I'm going to use the wet glue for this. If I need to, I can move them around. So we're going to put this one here. And I like it to cover the window too, some, to make it look like he's in there, like a little jungle. I put a couple down here. Let's see, let's move that down a little bit. And this one. And then this one I'm going to put a little bit behind this other one. Just like that. Then I'm going to grab my sentiment and I'm going to put the sentiment on right here. And we are going to grab my linen thread and I'm going to tie a bow with that. Let's see, boy, I'm at the end of this one. I did order a new one, so we're just going to tie a bow here. And let's cut that. And I am going to grab a glue dot. That down there first, and then I'm going to pop up our little bird with a little tiny dimensional. He's really tiny. It does fit behind him though, and we're going to put that right there, and then I'm going to put a leaf, this leaf here, and I'm going to glue that one down. It's going to go right there. All right, and then this one I'm going to pop up too with a dimensional. I think I used a little dimensional. Yeah, because you can see that one. I'm going to grab a small one. Can put a couple small ones on there actually. And then this one's just going to go this way on here. And that is it, my friends. Isn't he cute though? Oh my gosh, I love these little rhinos. They're adorable. And see, it makes it nice and clean on the inside there. All right, there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. Here's my host code, and if you use it, I would really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for watching today, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.